Yo, what up, family? So, if you're new here, what we do is we do a little bit of chart work, we do a little bit of Forex talk, and then we do a little bit of faith talk. You know what I'm saying? This one's pretty interesting, guys, because if you watch my last two episodes, or if you've been with me my whole journey, you guys realize I've never got into Proverbs, but I felt the Lord literally point me to Proverbs. I'll get into that. The fear of God was put into me recently. I got really upset with him. I said some things to him that weren't cool, and he kind of just like, showed up to me, but not in like a nice way. It was kind of more of like, I'm gonna correct you way. You know what I'm saying? And I realized many things, and I definitely want to talk about that. But yo, let's get into this chart work first. So I'm really liking GJ for longs, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Looking at the 30-minute, I do like longs. Looking at the 1 hour, I do like longs as well. You know what I mean? So I definitely do like what's going on over here. We're respecting this little level of support. This would have been a great entry over here, but I was sleeping, man. I wasn't really thinking about trading. But I really like this level right over here. You know what I mean? So the fact is that we kind of broke out this channel. I do see a possibility of a breakout here. I would want to, I don't know if I want to take the breakout up here because then my stop would be here, or I could just, just take a little winged buy over here if I just get like a little 30-minute support farming, which I kind of do already. So, I mean, realistically speaking, bro, I do like the buys happening right now. Will I call them in my chat? Will I take them with the group? I think maybe I'm gonna hold it down just because, dude, I mean, I'm not really feeling the AD right now. You know what I'm saying? But let's run volume range real quick. Let's run it from right here. Yeah, I mean, I'm bullish, man. I mean, I could just take this buy, little 30 pips stop loss, little 50 pips. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna take this buy, man. I'm gonna take this buy. That's what I'm gonna do. I like this buy. 215, 140, stop loss. Okay. We gonna take this buy, man, live on the video. Alrighty. Here we are. Challenge chat. Challenge setups. Alrighty. 215, 150. 215, 150. Stop loss. 214, 850. Targets. I think we can do 215, 800, man, to be honest. Yeah, we just called that right now. Yo, I'm telling you, man, join the Discord, man. Yeah, I'm starting to like Discord a lot. I put the link down below. $7 only for YouTube. $7 for you guys on YouTube. All right, if you got this far, we're 3 minutes in. Yeah, if you want to be a part of the, oh damn, I gotta get on this trade. I'm freaking distracted, man. Here we go, here we go, here we go. All right, cool. Let's do a 0.25 TP. Stop loss was 850. Let's put 830 just in case. Bam, we in. We in there. Already green. Already green, my boy. Look at that, man. I love zero spread, raw spread broker, man. Zero spread, raw spread. I don't know, it just rings off the tongue. So we're gonna take this buy. I really like this buy. I mean, I got everything kind of like going there, you know what I mean? So, I mean, if we're looking at the point of control, we're bullish, right? So remember, guys, your point of control is very important because we're above that yellow line, which is called the POC point of control, and that's going to show me within this range that we are bullish about this level. So that's going to give me a nice little confidence, right? Plus, we are bullish overall. So, anyways, my family, let's leave this here. Let's get into a little bit of yo, what's going on, man? Yo, so I ended up doing another fast, guys. And bro, I was fasting for like 5, 6 days. You get me? But this fast was very different, man. It started off thanking God. I want to thank God for what's gonna come because I felt something in my spirit, man. I felt something big was gonna come to my life, man. And then like 2 days into my fast, I realized, sorry, I'm talking very low. The baby I don't want to wake her up. I don't really make videos at 6:40 in the morning. And I just felt the baby and I was like, yo, let me just lower my voice a little bit, but I gotta make this video, you know what I mean? Because I'm reading Proverbs, and in the Proverbs that I read today, let me just get back before I get into that, right? So, 2 days into my fast, I'm thinking, God, I start feeling weird, man. Now it's like, yo, you know, I'm depressed. I've never been depressed like this ever in my whole entire walk with God. And I'm like, yo, this gotta be spiritual warfare. This has to be spiritual warfare. I'm sleep deprived. I'm hungry. You know, I went from thanking God, worshiping Him, where I couldn't even stand worship music, where I was just getting bitter. I was getting angry, and I was just like, what is going on with me? Why am I upset? Why am I depressed? So my fast shifted, and I spent the next 3 days not eating. God was telling me, yo, your fast is done, my boy. But it's like, nah, I'm done when I want to be done. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, God was kind of telling me, yo, my fast is done, because it's like I'm not fasting anymore for Him. I'm fasting because I'm depressed. You know what I'm saying? I'm depressed that a lot of movement in my life hasn't happened. And then I got to this point, I guess I hadn't slept in like 3 days, barely. I'm sleeping 3, 4 hours, man. It's hard to sleep when your stomach is, and I called God. I was like, God, you're a fairy tale. Yo, this is fake. You sent your son to die. And it's like, imagine, what did I think being your son? You're probably going to kill me too. And I was just saying some stupid things, bro. I was angry, man. I was just like, yo, you're a fairy tale. You're false, God. You don't exist. And, I repented immediately, man. I don't know what it was, man. I felt like the Holy Spirit right next to me was kind of like, yo, what's going on, Daniel? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you can't go to sleep like this. And as bad as I tried to go to sleep mad at God, man, I cried and I said, I'm sorry, Lord, I'm depressed. I'm sad. I'm exhausted. And I was just reminded, man, God knew my story. He knew me. He still chose me. He anointed me before I even knew it. You know what I'm saying? And that gave me a little bit of peace, because I'm over here thinking I'm destroying my life. I'm hurting God. And yo, he just kind of reminded me. He's like, I knew this was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? But I could take it. And it's true, bro, because it's like I don't really have friends. And I say that proudly. I'm glad I don't got no friends like that, man. Because all my friends saying it's holy because me, I be real with you. But you know what, man? God is my friend, man. My relationship, my Bible is my friend. And dude, when I tell you straight up, man, I went to sleep repenting, and I woke up, man, and I just started seeing everywhere possibly on my feed, on my YouTube feed, because I go on my YouTube every day to put some worship music, right? And I like to listen to Stephen Furtick, and I like to listen to the Jesus podcast. And bro, I just put it this way, man. Everything on my algorithm switched, bro. Everything changed, bro. I promise you, everything changed. It went from all this to all that, and I don't want to make it too long, but I just put it this way, man. The fear of God was put into me, guys. I'll be real with you. God didn't do nothing to me, but He did put something in front of me, and it scared me. And I came to a realization through some videos that I was put in front of me, that I'm over here. I'm angry about God, about my restoration. I'm angry that He hasn't done these things for me, and I realize why He hasn't done them for me, because I've been confused. I've been deceived. I deceived my own self. Right. So I've been wanting, for example, that God do, what He says in Joel 2:25, right? I will restore the years of the locust. Let's see, in Isaiah 6:17, instead of shame, there shall be a double portion, right? And there's these many verses that I held on to. Psalm 23, I will prepare a table in the presence of your enemies. You know what I'm saying? So, and there's so many scriptures that I was holding on to, that I wanted God to do all these things for me. But the reason why they haven't been done, and He kind of like let me know, was I couldn't do them because they were feeding pride, they were feeding ego. And I was like, damn, I wanted God to restore me so bad, just so I could prove to everybody out God is real, but I'm about to be up again. You get what I'm saying? And God revealed that to me in my heart, that I wanted God to come through for me for my pride and my selfish reasons. Even though I wanted to glorify Him, He told me straight up, He's like, I'm not the God of 50-50, man. You give me your whole life, or I'll wait. I'll wait for you. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, damn. So, He put it in me to start reading Psalms. right? And it was like, not Psalms, I'm sorry. It's that Solomon is the son of David. So I get a little sidetracked, especially looking at this trade. We in profit, baby. So, it was put into me to start reading Proverbs, right? So I've been reading a bunch of Proverbs these last 2 3 days, and I'm already read 10 chapters. And bro, it's an insane sequence, right? So, I just read Proverbs 10, and it was pretty cool because there's some things that stood out to me that I want to read to you guys, right? So Proverbs 10:22, the blessings of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. You know what I'm saying? And there's many other things in here, so it's crazy because whoever walks in integrity walks securely. Bro, you walk, damn, dog. You know how many times I lied to people? Here and there with results that I was the best trader. Even, I said I was on these win streak, even though I lost the win streaks. You know how many times I lied? Just even these little white lies, man. That shit's bad for the soul, bro. That's just very bad for the soul, man. You know? So the tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for the lack of sense. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is in his strong city, right? So it's just like there's many things in here, bro. There's a lot of wisdom in here. You feel me? And it's like, bro, dang, that's crazy, bro. And it's like, bro, like I felt like the one thing that I lacked a lot was wisdom. You know what I mean? I felt like I was just kind of using the things that I've been through to make up for I have wisdom because I went through a lot. Man, these proverbs have shown me I don't know nothing, man. And it's funny, man, because they always say, man, stay away from foolishness, man. Stay away from the women, man. Stop chasing women, my boy. You got a path, man. You guys gotta lock in with God, man. Don't be chasing no girls, man. They be telling me in there, man. Man, I lost all the drugs and women, bro. And it's like I'm reading, right? I'm reading Proverbs. And when I tell you, man, I see my whole downfall in there, bro. You feel me? That's gonna be the title, man. I saw my downfall in Proverbs. I saw me from like I was like, yo, everything that I did leading up to literally Proverbs 1 to 10 is everything I did. I did everything it said not to do, and I fell. And it's literally saying, don't do this because you will fall. And it's funny to me because, yeah, I fell off, but it doesn't matter, bro, because now I know how to get up. You know what I mean? So it's like there's many things in Proverbs, man, that has really changed a lot for me. So, that is pretty much episode 3 here, guys. We do a little chart work, we do a little faith work. You know what I mean? But when I tell you, man, I'm telling you, yo, I literally saw my downfall in in Proverbs, bro. It's funny, bro. I used to think I was on top of the world, that I was indestructible, that God, I was God, that this and that. Nah, man. God showed me here in Proverbs, man. He's like, hey, look, man, this is it right here. This is how a man falls right here. And this is how a man attains wealth, keeps wealth, and builds it. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that with you guys, man. I love you guys. Thank you so much, man. If you guys want to join the Discord, man, it's only $7, man. Only $7, right? So I'm in this trade right now, man. I gotta get to you guys, man. I love you guys.